You are not your thoughts. Here's how to finally silence your mind. Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going on a deeply personal journey together. We're going to slow things way down. We are going to quiet all that noise. So right now, take a slow, deep breath. Relax your shoulders. This time is just for you.
You are not your thoughts. I really want to let that sink in for a second. You know that constant mental noise you experience every single day? The involuntary chatter, the endless planning, the constant worrying. It genuinely feels like that noise is who you are. But honestly, it's a complete illusion. You're actually the watcher of those thoughts. You aren't the thoughts themselves. Our physical guide out of all this mental noise is a truly profound book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I want you to imagine a frantic, spiking heartbeat line on a monitor, right? That is your mind on a normal day. Now picture that line slowly calming down, easing into a smooth, gentle wave. That is exactly where this explainer is going to take you. The voice in your head, the illusion of compulsive thinking. Okay, let's dive into this. Humanity is essentially trapped. We're caught in this exhausting cycle of involuntary, compulsive thinking. It's like a voice in your head that just never, ever shuts up. It judges, it complains, it compares. It makes you incredibly anxious about the future and bitter about the past. Because the truth is, compulsive thinking is an actual addiction. And why is that? Well, it's because you mistakenly derive your entire sense of self from the activity of your mind. You actually think you are that voice. You feel like if you somehow stop thinking, you just cease to exist. This right here is the core addiction that we have to break. Unmasking the ego, the phantom self. To break this addiction, we have to unmask this false character first. Your mind has created a character that plays the absolute lead role in your internal drama. Eckhart Tolle calls this the phantom self.
We call this phantom the ego. Let me explain this really simply, almost like you're 5. Think of the ego like an invisible ghost living inside your head. And this ghost is absolutely terrified of disappearing. So to stay alive, it constantly fights. It desperately needs problems. It needs drama. It needs enemies to survive. Because if you have no problems, well, the ghost has no purpose.
And this brilliantly illustrates how it survives. To stay alive, the ego relies on what we call psychological time. This basically means dwelling on past regrets or stressing over future anxieties. It absolutely hates clock time, which is just using time for practical, everyday planning right now in the moment. The ego lives entirely in the past and the future. It flat out refuses to live in the present. The pain body parasite, your invisible emotional monster. So the ego casts a very dark shadow, and this shadow thrives on your unconsciousness. Picture a dark, heavy balloon just slowly inflating inside your chest whenever you get upset. This heavy feeling actually has a name.
This is the pain body. Again, to keep it simple, think of it as a dormant emotional parasite. It just sleeps inside you. But the moment you get stressed or angry or really sad, the parasite wakes up, and it wakes up specifically to feed on your negative energy. It actually wants you to be angry. It wants you to feel pain, because that pain is literally its food.
So what does this all mean? What happens when you actually catch it, when you shine the light of your consciousness directly on this emotional monster? Well, it shrinks. The pain body is absolutely terrified of your presence. Simply watching your own anger without judging it at all instantly breaks its power over you.
Stepping into the now, the antidote to the mind. Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem. The mind is addicted to thinking, the ego needs problems, and the pain body feeds on negativity. Now we shift to the cure. The only real antidote here is stepping entirely out of psychological time. We absolutely must step into the now.
Now, what's really interesting here is this profound prompt from Zen master Rinzai. What at this moment is lacking? But here's the trick. Don't answer it with your mind. Actually feel it. Picture a swinging pendulum, slowly, gently coming to a complete stop, dead in the center. Right here, right now. You're breathing. You're safe. Literally nothing is lacking.
So we are going to put this into practice immediately. I'm going to walk you through 3 simple exercises right now to prove just how quickly you can quiet your mind. You can do them right from where you're sitting as you watch this. Practice 1 is conscious breathing. I want you to just relax your body for a second. Let your shoulders drop. Now, take a slow, deep breath. Pull the air deep into your lower abdomen. Feel your stomach expand. Feel it contract as you exhale. I want you to withdraw all your energy away from your thoughts and put it entirely into the physical feeling of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out.
I'm going to pause for just a few seconds. Keep breathing. Just feel the air.
Anchoring the inner body, feeling your energy field. Did you notice how your mind instantly slowed down just then? Let's move to the second exercise. This involves fully inhabiting your physical form. You're going to anchor yourself completely in the now.
Direct your attention inward. Without moving them at all, try to just feel your hands. Can you feel that subtle, tingling life energy inside your fingers? Now feel your feet. Visualize a glowing human silhouette lighting up really softly from the inside out. That is your energy field. Feel it all at once.
Focus entirely on that feeling. Do not think about your hands. Just feel them. Experience your inner body as this limitless field of quiet energy. I'll pause again so you can really anchor yourself in this exact feeling.
Let's see how this builds into our third portal to presence. Listening to the silence. Wherever you are sitting right now, there's definitely some background noise. Notice it. But then, try to listen to the silence that exists underneath those sounds. The actual silence that allows the sounds to be heard in the first place.
Silence is literally the ultimate carrier of presence. When you focus on silence, your mind just has to stop. It physically cannot think and listen to silence at the exact same time. Listen to the gaps between my words. Listen to the silent spaces.
The meaning of surrender, ending the internal life drama. You've just tasted true presence. You stepped entirely out of your mind. But to stay there, we have to understand our final concept. Surrender is how you end this internal drama for good. It's how you accept the present moment entirely, without fighting it whatsoever.
Notice the really profound contrast here. Ego resistance is rigid. It's fearful. It constantly creates drama by fighting against reality. Surrender, on the other hand, is accepting the now exactly as it is. The ego thinks surrender is a weakness. But yielding to what is without any mental resistance is actually where your true power lies.
The now is the key. When you surrender to the present moment, you completely sever the power of the past. Imagine tightly clenched fists, rigid, painful, fighting. Now visualize those fists slowly opening, relaxing, letting go. That is surrender. Your internal drama ends the very second you stop resisting this exact moment.
Now, you might be wondering, how will you actually know when you've truly surrendered? Eckhart Tolle gives this beautiful, profound answer. You will know you've surrendered when you no longer need to ask the question. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay present, stay rooted, and enjoy the quiet.